Welcome to Cager Nation. Thanks for joining us for this episode of All Access Cager, Cager All Access. Today's show, let me check in the old clipboard, see what we got going on today. Today we're going to talk about the Commitment Continuum. It was a book written by Jeff Jansen. However, he changed the name up to the Athlete's Commitment Manual. So if I say Commitment Continuum, it's really Athlete's Commitment Manual. He just retitled it. And Mr. Jansen, I actually have had correspondence with him in the last month or so. And I've used this for 3 years. And basically what this book is, I don't know if we can zoom in on that, if we can get in on that a little bit. I'm not sure, can we see it? Okay, back a little bit. Okay, good. Basically what this is a continuum of where athletes are on their commitment levels. These are all levels. If you see in the red here, that's not a good place to be. If you see up in the green here, that's where you want to be. Okay? And basically what he did was he researched hundreds of teams, the good teams, the mediocre teams, the bad teams, and what he found was success of a team was based on where each individual athlete fell in their commitment category. So there's seven categories. One of them is kind of way to the right, but you have a resistant athlete, a reluctant athlete, existent athlete, a compliant athlete, a committed athlete, and then a compelled athlete. Beyond the compelled, you have the obsessed athlete. And what he says is if your team is mostly down in this area as a whole, you're going to have a very bad year. If your team if they're all grouped together, the percentage of your team is kind of in the middle, you'll have a mediocre year. And if a greater percentage is up here, then you will have a pretty good year. And that has served true for my 3 years here for the Cager basketball team program. So what we do is this is a 6-week system that you're supposed to do before the season. I can't do that with my guys because I have literally 4 practices before I play my first game. So I can't really do all this. I just hit on this stuff. We talk about it in practice and give them activities to do. But this is really interesting. If you're a coach, want to take the next level of coaching, this is where it's at right here, the Commitment Continuum or the Athlete's Commitment Manual. And what we do at Cager is we talk about this. Players have to rate themselves. They have to rate the team individually as it pertains to basketball. And then I make them rate themselves as it is where they're at with their schoolwork, where they're at with chores at home, where they're at with maybe training for another sport that they play. Where's their level at? And it varies from category to category for them. Like I'll be honest with you, when I was in high school, I was probably existing when it came to academics. But when it came to football, I was very committed to football. So it kind of varies like that. But we talk about this. I give them a packet, we break it down, I make them read it, I make them report back to me about where they are, where they rate themselves, where they rate the team, what the differences are. It's really interesting stuff. It's interesting reading, and it's spot on. It is spot on. My first year, my team was, I love my team, but as far as commitment level, they were kind of about in the middle, and we finished it 10-10. That's mediocre in the middle. My next year we were 15-6. That group was incredible. The only reason we had 6 losses is because we incurred injuries at the beginning of the year and lost our first couple games to injuries, and we had some sicknesses that took us out. But that team was incredibly on board, up at the high level, into the green. My last year's team was a tale of 2 seasons. My first part of the season, my team was just existing. And then, as this indicates, your commitment level is a choice. It's an absolute choice. You can choose to be compelled every day, or you can choose to be resistant every day. It is a choice. And that group chose the last 5 games to become unbelievably committed and compelled. And those last 5 games, we were unbelievable. Absolutely we shot through the roof. We were unbelievable. It was so fun to coach these guys. So that's what I try to teach these teams. I'm not worried about, occasionally I'm not worried about wins and losses. They're great, and you try to win every game. But what I want the players to play at their maximum potential, to play with character. Because I believe that if a team plays with character, all things being equal, a team that plays with character will play at a higher level than a team that doesn't play with character. Now, obviously, talent gets you places that wins a lot of games. But regardless of how talented you are, I believe that if you can reach your maximum potential, if that maximum potential is winning 5 games out of 20, then you had a great year. But if your maximum potential is winning 15 games and you only won 7, that's pretty bad. That is not reaching maximum potential, and that's not what we're looking for. Because what we do at Cagers, every game, after every game, you'll be able to see a video coming soon about a post-game evaluation. I don't evaluate the scoreboard. These are some of our goals. I want our guys to be compliant, committed, and compelled. Those are 3 goals we need to reach every game. Every game. Just based on a commitment continuum. Okay, again, last year's team, last 5 games, we reached those goals. So this is something, Coach, is a resource. The Athlete's Commitment Manual by Jeff Jansen. He's got a lot of other great books out there. He's a great speaker, great guy to bring into your area for putting on a seminar. This is next level coaching, definitely next level coaching. I just want to talk about that briefly, about this is one of the components we do at Cager Basketball. It's something that these kids will talk about. As a matter of fact, I had a kid come back and play with us. He was home for Christmas break. He came back in the gym and said, "Hey, Coach, you still talking about the commitment continuum?" I said, "Yeah, I am." He said, "Oh, yeah, I remember that. This stuff sticks. It definitely sticks." So, anyway, hey, that's it for this week, Cager All Access. Can't wait to see you next time. Go Cagers.